On today's video, I tell you about 4 lessons that I've learned during the first year of being in business. Hi everyone, I am Ethan Rushok, and on today's episode I want to go through 4 different lessons that I have learned during my first year of being a business owner. These lessons cover 4 completely different areas of business, but they're lessons that I wish I had known when I first started in business. I'm hoping these 4 lessons will help people that are thinking about starting a business, because I wish I had known this 12 months ago when I first started my business. Lesson number 1, the first sale is the hardest sale. So what I mean by this is getting that first sale, getting that first bit of money come through the door is always going to be the hardest. This doesn't matter whether it's a product or a service that you're offering. The first one that you sell, that first time that bank account goes up is always going to be the hardest. There's so much pre-work that you have to do before you start a business, all the planning that goes into it, etc. Then you've got the initial marketing, and then you're sitting back hoping that first dollar rolls through the door. Now it depends on what product and service you're offering, but getting over that hurdle of making your first sale is always the hardest. So it can be quite stressful when you're first thinking of starting a business and go, who am I actually going to sell my product or service to? Where am I actually going to get someone to come through the door and go, yes, I want to buy that off you? But if you've done all the right groundwork, done all the hard work out researching the market, researching what your product and service offering is going to be, how it will differentiate to competitors, etc., the first sale will come. Be patient, but it will happen. So this leads into step number 2, which is social media marketing is a lot more time consuming than what people say. So I had quite a good knowledge of social media marketing, what I wanted to achieve with it, etc., but even I didn't really understand how time consuming it would be, especially early on in business. So initially my plan was to focus on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. I quickly dropped Twitter because I realized 1, I was getting no traction there, and 2, I just didn't have the time for it, and I wanted to focus on a couple quality platforms rather than overspreading myself. So it takes time though to plan your content out, produce your content, and then monitor your content to see, is it being successful? Are you getting much engagement on that content? Is it even reaching anyone? So it's a whole nother ballpark of once you've actually got the content out there to actually analyze that and see how successful it is. So while Facebook I found a little bit easier because you could create a combination of text, image and video posts, Instagram I found a little bit more challenging as you actually need to do up some kind of picture or graphic to put on there. Now it depends what type of business you're in as to how easy it will be to create content. So if you're in a retail business, your products are your content. You're able to make your products into the main focus of any content you produce, especially on a visual platform such as Instagram. So if you're in a professional service business, you obviously don't have that visual product that you're selling. So you've got to be a bit more creative with how you produce for something like Instagram. So what I try to do is create some graphics, etc. on, say, tax tips and lessons learned in business, like a video like this that you're able to promote onto that platform. I was really good at the social media marketing early on, and then I did drop off on a bit. So I think it's something that you've got to have a good plan of attack on how you're going to do it evenly across a 12-month period. So it's no good to be heavily on social media for 1 month and then go, oh, I'm going to post nothing for 3 months. Because then your customers that have liked your page or followed you on Instagram, etc., are going to go, well, what's happened to them? Are they still in business? The other area that I haven't explored enough is stories. So especially the Instagram stories is a great function that you can use, but again, it takes time to plan out this content. Something I know I've got to get better at, but it's the easiest way to create the content is document, not create. So document what you're doing, how you're growing your business, what's happening. Have you got new staff that are coming in? Have you recently released a new product? Document the process behind what you're doing, not just what you're actually doing at the end. Lesson number 3, referrals are key. I think referrals have by far been the best part of my business, and they're the easiest. All you have to do is provide a good product or service. So referrals can come from family or friends, but what you might forget is referrals come from happy customers. So if you provide a great product to a customer, they're going to go, oh wow, this is good, and they're more likely to go tell their friends and family about it, or even post it on social media. Speaking of social media, I'd love for you to give this video a share on your social media. or even just leave a like. That would mean the world to me if you could refer me onto your friends and family as a great person to be able to provide you with advice on business, personal finance, and tax tips. Same as if you're providing a service-based business, by providing a good service, people talk. The other thing that you're avoiding by providing good services and products is you're avoiding that negative feedback and those negative referrals. So negative referrals can really have a negative effect on your business, especially in today's age with social media. So you really want to be focused on providing a good service or product, and then this will lead to more referrals, which a referred client is more likely to close the sale or the deal or whatever you're working on than someone that's just meeting you for the first time. If they've got that backing from someone they trust, that they know you provide a good product or service, they're more likely to go ahead with the deal. And lesson number 4 is don't expect anything from anyone. Have zero expectations of everyone but yourself. The reason for this is that you can't expect your friends or your family to buy your product or service. Same as you can't expect a new client that walks through the door to go, oh, they're definitely going to sign up with me, or they're definitely going to buy my product. You just don't want to have any expectations of anyone but yourself, and that way you won't be let down. So you don't want to be like, oh sweet, these 5 people, I know they're definitely going to take me on when I first start my business, and then you go ask them and 3 of them might say yes, but the other 2 say no, and then you go real sour against them and feel like they owed you something. No one owes you anything when you're starting in business. No one owes you ever in business. What it is that you've got to build up a reputation, but not be disappointed when someone says no. You need to learn from those experiences and find out why they said no or what you could have done better and improve on it for next time, but don't expect to close every deal. I've had times where I've had appointments that I've been booked in with clients and they haven't shown up. And rather than get myself too disappointed and start going, oh, woe is me, these people have screwed me over, they've let me down, I move on and go, okay, was there something I did? Was it something going on in their life? I'm not sure. Okay, move on to the next one. I don't want to get too hung up on one sale or one client, because you never know what's going on in someone else's life or what other offers they have. So you don't want to get clung to one deal. You also might have someone that's gone through all the buying process with you, they're about to sign on the dotted line, and they see a better offer from a competitor and say no to you. So if that's the case, again, don't let yourself get too despondent on one deal. Otherwise, business may not be for you if you're taking it too emotionally. Alright, there are just 4 lessons that I wish I had known when I started my business, but I've learnt them over the first 12 months. You're always learning in business, but my biggest thing is start yesterday. Make a start on it, because you can't learn your first lesson until you've started your business. Okay everyone, thanks for watching that. I hope it's provided some value to you, and I'll see you on the next video.